And we're live. Hello there, everyone. Or more precisely, Merry Christmas to all of you. And for some people, Happy Krampusnacht as well. Welcome. Here I am, your host, as always, Lord of Shadows. And welcome to another Shadow Council episode 39. And of course, as we did last year, the time has come for another Christmas edition episode. And of course, with me, I have one of my most favorite number one Shadow Council members, TK, as always, joining us today again, once more with the legendary Paulie as well. I'm really happy to see you guys yet again on my Shadow Council.
What? TK, the lucky, cheeky bastard.
Don't push it.
Darn it.
Yeah, don't.
No. We stick to TK, the lucky bastard. Let's put it that way. Yep. So basically, overall, I just want to give everyone a warning who is basically interested to watch this. This time, we're going to have like a basic Christmas discussion with sorts of movies and TV shows dropped in as well. So without any further ado, let's begin, shall we? Let's start basically this episode with, let's just say, kind of like a, with a festive way, more calmly, with just simple general Christmas discussions. So, favorite Christmas presents, food, and drinks. Now, as I explained before, this is basically going to be like a general discussion of basically your favorite food and drinks in general, and kind of like your favorite Christmas presents you have ever received. So, I'm going to give you the floor to you first. Which was, let's just say, your very first, the most favorite Christmas present you ever received in your life?
To me or to TK?
Oh, beg your pardon. Let's start with you, Paulie.
Okay. So it's really hard to pinpoint which is my favorite Christmas present throughout the years. But I think the one favorite present that I got so far, there was this box. It's a very small box. It's called Spy versus Spy. And so it's kind of like part of one of those gags in Mad magazines, and you have these figurines of Black Spy and White Spy, and there's a small book of all the gags between those two spies, and the other pass as well. I actually got those other Spy versus Spy books, so I don't know how I got into it. I mean, I just either got it from Cartoon Network mostly, but I'm really fascinated by those characters. And I think another one, and I don't have it anymore. I might be wrong remembering this, but I got Perry the Platypus. You remember Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah.
I have Perry the Platypus. I don't have it anymore, but I remember getting that stuffed animal. And food and drinks. I don't know if I have a particular favorite drink, but I'm always good with sweets. So I'm like a sweets type of person. Of course, I have dinner too. So I mostly eat ham. So yeah, I'm mostly a sweets person. And the cookies that I have, one of my mom's friends come over, and there's these snowman cookies, and I don't get what they are at first. And what it is that there's a snowman head, there's the middle part of the body, and then there's the bottom part that shows like the shoes. So basically they're cookies of snowmen, but you're actually building it to make which snowman you want. So it's like a dress up type of thing. So it's actually from Walmart is where we got it from.
Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. And what about you, Krampus?
Okay. Krampus. Okay. So my favorite Christmas present. That's a good question. I think it's a tie between this bracelet mom got me last Christmas. She got down on each one before she passed. I also got last year for Christmas a T-shirt that says "I'd rather be video editing." I got it from this girl I'm dating. She'll remain.
You got it from me.
Yes. But I really like that one. I think those are my top two.
What about that? What about that
But-
puzzle?
oh,
That puzzle, the gift card puzzle that I gave.
Oh, the gift card puzzle. Yeah, Polly also gave me a puzzle last year, which it took me a while to figure it out. You had to roll like a little
It's kind of like a maze, and you have to make the box open.
Yeah.
So you can get the card.
Mm.
So it's like, it's like a small puzzle box. So in order, you have to like solve this puzzle. It's like a maze, and you have to get into some sort of a hole to make the box open so you can get to the card. It's really nice. It
Mhm.
helps you. It helps you it helps with your brain a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Which is a very
Those would be-
strange gift for someone like you.
So those I think will be my top 3. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna add one more. Polly got me a really nice coat for Christmas this year.
He needed a coat with a hood.
So those are my favorite presents. Food. I'm gonna agree with Polly. I think I'm a sweets person. I also made sausage balls, which were good. But I think I'm more of a sweets person. Drinks. Occasionally Fireball.
And that's
Occasionally
it.
Fireball.
But you didn't
Fireball.
drink it,
No, I never drink around Polly.
Thank goodness. I did not want to know what would happen if he did.
No, I never drink around Polly.
I suppose if you try to do that, you will have this feeling of having a shotgun behind your back.
Thankfully, I don't think Polly has any guns. So
I'm not much of a shooter, to be honest, but I would probably whack him. So yeah, there's that option.
Yeah, she would whack me.
Yeah. And by the way, for anyone who's watching, I was only being sarcastic. Yeah.
For anyone who's watching, we take very dark turns.
I think people who are interested in our content, I think like people already got the idea.
Yeah.
Especially with you, TK. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have to like repeat yourself basically like a parrot or a broken record.
Yeah, TK.
Oh man. So do you have anything more to add, TK?
I don't think so. Oh, sweets. I like fudge.
Fudge is good.
My mom used to make. Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer. There's not anywhere near enough in the fudge to get drunk off of. Mom used to make Fireball fudge, and she'd only put enough in so it would have the cinnamon taste.
Interesting.
But it was nowhere near enough that you could get drunk off of.
Okay, fair enough.
Exactly.
One thing to add for that food and drinks thing, I think last year I learned how to make toffee, so it's kind of like fudge, but they're like smaller. But so I made it with my work friends, and it actually tasted very good.
Great. Great. I can definitely imagine the way how you describe it. That it could taste delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when it comes to me, I mean, when it comes to the Christmas presents I've like received all my life, I would say like the three most like I would say the three gifts I cannot always I will always remember was basically I remember like one time my parents and it was kind of like the beginning of like my I would say casual gaming era. Let's put it that way. I'll never forget that when my parents decided to give me for Christmas like a PlayStation 2. I'll never forget that. Like it was really cool. Like because the thing is my parents like were always kind of like careful when it comes to like spending. So it was really and back then like when I received the PlayStation 2 it was basically the beginning, so the prices were, let's say, on the same level as, for example, for PlayStation 5 is today. So I was really shocked that they got me one, but again it was a pleasant surprise that I'll never forget. And the other two I would say for me was when my father got me the second Harry Potter book, Chamber of Secrets. That was like one of my favorite gifts. And the third one, and I don't know if you're familiar with this franchise, but it was a book called Foundation, or at least one of the books of Foundation that was written by a writer named Asimov. It's a very. Have you guys ever watched Dune?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Because if you have watched Dune, because like basically Foundation is another like sci-fi franchise, but it's not like, for example, it's not like Star Trek or Star Wars or anything like that. It's a very peculiar like sci-fi franchise on its own. Basically, like it is like how can I put this? Foundation was always a very peculiar sci-fi franchise. Let's put it that way. A very peculiar franchise, just like Dune always was, basically. And my father basically gave me for Christmas like one of the Foundation books from Asimov, which I always thought it was kind of cool. So out of all of it, I would say like those three gifts were always kind of like my most fondest memories when it comes to getting a Christmas present. Now, when it comes to food, now that's a bit of a conundrum, because you see, every time when we would eat, basically, my mother will always prepare kind of like a classic, in a way, Croatian food. Let's put it that way. Like, she will do like, let's just say pasta. Well, we should say a particular pasta that we call fuji. Very peculiar. Yeah, it's a very peculiar pasta that is basically from this area where I come from, and we basically do it with like sort of like a gravy mixture, which is like filled with like all sorts of different meat. If it's like lamb or pork, or cow, like basically all of it together. We have that, and usually we will do like very classic meat. My mother was never like traditional when it comes to like turkey or something like that when it comes to Christmas. She would usually like do very like all different kinds of meat, but never like turkey in a very traditional way. And also when it comes to desserts, like again, very classic like desserts, from like tiramisu to like something similar to an apple crumble, but not exactly an apple crumble. Or like different pies, which is usually either cherry or apple. But I would say, like in the recent years, I kind of pushed her to do more like like traditional Christmas dishes.
Have you ever had petit fours?
Beg your pardon?
Have you ever had petit fours?
The name sounds like almost like a comic book series.
It actually kind of does. No, so petit fours are like, all they are is like little mini cakes.
Mm-hmm.
They are really good. That was also something. Just you mentioning all that stuff made me think of them.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to Christmas food, like my parents were always classic, like basically for the food that it is from our area. But after I kind of pushed her into like doing more traditional Christmas dishes, I would say one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna go to sweet right now. One of my favorite ones was always the mince pie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was always kind of I'm usually like very fond of like pastry in general. So I was really surprised to basically how my mother made the mince pie. So that's definitely like one of my choices when it comes to like the desserts in general. I remember like one Christmas, I think it was like 2023, when she did the famous Christmas like fruitcake.
Okay.
Yeah, like she did that thing as well. So that was also pretty good. Now, when it comes to like the actual food, I would say like I try a lot of things, even turkey one time. But the crazy thing is, we never tried that particular food that usually a lot of people will say they hate it, which is Brussels sprouts. That's the only thing I never tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like one time when me and my friend like we were like talking about Christmas food, and basically, I was mentioning like oh, my mother like his mother is gonna make Brussels sprouts, and then he was like saying basically to himself like oh my god, Brussels sprouts, I hate sprouts, and I'm like, would you please stop whinging, okay? Nobody likes sprouts. And he's like, but then why my mother is doing them? And I'm like, because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
We had a big laugh when I said that. Because it's Christmas. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, when it comes to drinks, that's a drink actually I kind of usually I made it myself. Is eggnog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I became a really really big fan of eggnog. Now, a lot of my friends, when I basically give them to try it, a lot of them didn't like it because the image in their head where basically like they're imagining drinking raw eggs.
Oh,
I can
did not
kinda
think
see
about
that.
that.
Yeah, because like when I said eggnog, at first they felt like, especially when the way how it looked like. At first they felt like it was some sort of like a alcoholic like custard like drink. At first, but then after I told them like oh no, the main ingredients are eggs, and a lot of them were like, what? Because literally, because like I said, they had this image of like drinking raw eggs, so not a lot of people, not a lot of my friends liked it, but I grew pretty fond of it.
Now the eggnog, is it like?
What are you doing?
We were pouring on some sort of invisible bottle.
Is it spiked?
What?
Do you spike your eggnog?
Spike?
Yeah.
You mean like make it strong?
Put alcohol in it.
Oh yeah, I do.
I one time, it's funny. When I was young, when I was like 16, we used to go to a Christmas party. Somebody in our church hosted it, and they had 2 different eggnogs there. I really wanted eggnog, and Dad asked about which one was the alcoholic, and they said this one. So I drank that one. I had a couple glasses. Turns out they got the alcoholic and the non-alcoholic mixed up.
Oh.
So I wound up having about 4 glasses of the alcoholic. I did not feel good the next day.
I mean, eggnog. The one I do. It, usually for me it lasts like for like 2 to 3 days. And usually, I mean, I believe you know that the main ingredient in one of the main ingredients in eggnog is rum.
Yeah,
you know that. Okay, so and usually like and usually the first time when I did it, I used the traditional rum that is usually for cooking.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, I always use like a very special rum. It's a bit of an expensive rum, but it really gives it that push in a way. When I say push, I don't mean like extremely alcoholic. I mean like it gives it a push like when it comes to strength, but it still balances other flavors.
Yeah,
in a way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also I forgot to mention another drink I also tried, which was last year for the very first time, was the traditional Christmas punch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tried it. Not I didn't made it. I actually tried it at a party. And I actually kind of liked it. Hmm. Yeah. So I would say basically this is kind of like my overall, in general, like my overall like thoughts of like when it comes to like my Christmas presents, food, and drinks. So yeah, I think I pretty much said everything. Hmm. Yep. And now we have an awkward silence, by the way. Yeah, I guess
I'll fill it by mentioning Mephisto.
We'll pretend that this is some sort of like a spicy Christmas drink. Yeah. Yeah, just pretend it. If you never heard of it, anyone, if you never heard of it, just give it a go. Okay, just be creative. Create something and call it Mephisto. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that TK will never mention this particular Marvel character again. And besides, it's a little bit unfair because since we're in the Christmas season, you should at least talk about Krampus.
Mephisto would beat Krampus, though.
That's a story for another time. Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you have any more to add before we go to deeper discussions?
I don't think so. You, Paulie?
I think I'm good.
Good. That is good. Okay, so now we go to something I was kind of surprised I'm going to talk about, which is, of course, Christmas specials. Now, basically, everyone knows when it comes to TV shows, I basically I grow used to the Christmas specials through the British sitcoms, but basically we all know that in all sorts of history when it comes to TV show in general, after every single season is done, we're always going to have a Christmas special. If it's like SNL or particular sitcoms or British sitcoms or Americans, we always get Christmas specials. So here we are, since we're in the Christmas season. Again, I'm going to give you guys the overall wheel to basically wield in the territory of Christmas specials. I mean, basically, to be more precise, what are your overall thoughts about Christmas special in general? I mean, you can choose which one will start.
Do you want to go first?
You go first.
I'm still gonna think about it.
Okay. Well, I think Christmas specials just generally, I think, are actually pretty well done. I have actually two that I can really think of that I really like. So the first one, I think I said it last year. So anybody who is watching who watched last year probably know what I'm going to say. But I think one of my favorite Christmas specials is Ed, Edd and Eddy's Jingle Jangle. I love that, even though it kind of ends up with the Eds kind of getting assaulted, in a sexual way by the Canker sisters, which looking back on it, I mean, that was kind of like PG-13 for a kid's cartoon. But aside from that, I actually thought it was a good special. I think it was actually the first to use that new animation that Ed, Edd and Eddy wound up getting in the 5th season, which I really liked. It was either that or the Hanky Panky. But I think it was one of the two. But I really like that Christmas special. I think that's my favorite Christmas special. I think it has the best message, the ending aside. I mean, the overall gist of it is Eddie becomes really greedy, wanting presents, and Double D and Ed, and because he discovers that his parents only got him clothes. So he goes around to the neighborhood children trying to move in with them and get their presents. And Double D and Ed, of course, try to make him realize the true meaning of Christmas. So, I mean, it's good. It has a good message. I like that. And then I also like the SNL Christmas special. That's fun. Every year I love in that special. So my favorite skits are, I'm just going to hum this one. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get yelled at. It's Christmas time, da da da. It's Christmas time for the So I love that one. I love Alec Baldwin's Sweaty Balls. That is one of the every time I watch that skit, that's one of the skits.
That name alone is so wrong.
It is. It's wrong on every level, and the skit itself, it's so wrong, but it's so funny. And then I like that. I also like that there's the Christmas Carol skit where Martin Short and Martin Short is Scrooge and Steve Martin is the Ghost of Christmas Present. I love he blinds the whole town with coins. And then there's a new Christmas one I really like, which will probably be in the special next year. I think because it just aired, it wasn't in the special this year, which is a really funny Home Alone skit. So
You really have to go there.
Later.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I love but in all seriousness, the SNL special, it really is funny. It really does put you in the holiday spirit. And there are two other skits that I really should mention. There's one with John Malkovich, where he's reading The Nightmare Before, or the Night Before Christmas, where then he starts to be realistic about like The Night Before Christmas. He's like, kids, in some states, they can just shoot Santa for entering the house. And then there's also one with Steve Martin where he's talking about what he wants for Christmas. And he says, I'd like all the children of the world to join hands and sing in unison. He says, wait, no, I'm not going to go into it further because I think you know where I'm going with it. But I love that one too. But that really is a great special. It really does put you in the holiday mood. And I mean, I love it. It's a tradition to watch it every year.
Okay. Fair enough. Would you, Paulie, would you like to do the honors to take the wheel?
Please, yes. I think I remember, like, yes, there are some like specials that I've watched. So I actually seen clips of it, but there's that Miraculous Ladybug actually has like a Christmas special that goes with it, and it has something to do like with the Hawk Moth aside and how Adrian's gonna like spend Christmas alone without his mother. TK,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Don't put not in front of Alan. Sorry about that. Okay, so anyway.
It's okay.
Anyway, yeah, so how Adrian's going to spend Christmas without his mom, and his father's going to be ducking to work. So that aside, he goes out alone, out in the streets, because he has no one to spend Christmas with, and all the other people of Paris have their loved ones that they spend time with. And Santa Claus gets akumatized in this one. So Ladybug and Cat Noir did their thing, stopped the bad guy from ruining Christmas, gets the evil eyes, and the father says, "Never run from me again." Gabriel Rest, I mean. And and then everyone comes over at the Agrest mansion saying, just having Christmas dinner. So while I have seen some clips, I still have to see it. Another one, I actually still have this DVD. There is Merry Madagascar. I don't know if I'm referring to the right one. It was when Santa Claus lost his memory and all the animals in Madagascar, so like Loria, Melman, Alex.
Yeah.
So they had to like deliver the presents for him. And I think the penguins did the reindeer part. And then there's the Madagascar penguins where I forget the plot line for this. It's where the old lady did the whacking. Yeah, you know which one character I'm talking about?
Yeah, I believe you're talking about the Penguins of Madagascar Christmas special, where basically they're trying to cheer up a bear.
Yeah,
polar bear.
Yeah, Ted is his name. Yeah,
oh man, I know that one so well.
Yeah, that one is really good. All specials aside, I know there's all these specials, but we don't want to forget about the Rankin Bass productions. The Rankin Bass productions. I love watching their Christmas specials on there. So there's Santa Claus Comes to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. I love them all. And I'm surprised TK never heard of any of them.
No. But
we're not going to get into this. We're not going to get it. No. So anyway, I know there's like some on the side. So like they did one for Easter, they did one for St. Patrick's Day, they did one for Halloween. But I think most of the Rankin Bass movies or specials I watched are mostly Christmas. So I love the Frosty and Rudolph Christmas in July. That one I like. I like that one. There's Frosty the Snowman and Frosty Returns. I love watching old Christmas movies in all generations, and well, not all generations, mostly 40s and 50s, but like one of the ones that stand out to me is It's a Wonderful Life, and it's a tradition. It's a movie that I watch as my tradition after Thanksgiving. So you have Jimmy Stewart in this movie. So that movie was really good. I really love that movie so much.
I've never seen that one either.
You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life? That movie is really good.
I also have to make a confession. I have never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
You've never seen it?
No, I never seen it. Like, I heard of it. I know Jimmy Stewart is in it. I know basically the story of it, but I never ever watched it. Also,
oh my god, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really good.
I think the thing is, I never got a chance to see it, and but I did say to myself that like I will try, even if it's not like Christmas season, I will try to finally watch it, to basically to see the movie, what it's all about. And also, there's another movie. I know that a lot of people said that it's a cult like infamous when it comes to Christmas season. I think it's called A Christmas Story.
Story. Yes. I don't think I've maybe bits and pieces of it, but not.
I watched that years and years and years ago.
But basically, that's another cult like famous like traditional Christmas movie that I also never watched. I never did, but for me personally, like, okay, I'm gonna add this bonus question right now. What is your Paulie, you basically told me you kind of like in general like your tradition, which is basically A Wonderful Life, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. What is your traditional Christmas movie to watch, TK?
This is going to sound weird. It's on ABC every year around Christmas time. I don't know why. I guess they think it's a family movie. What is a family movie? But for whatever reason, The Sound of Music.
Oh.
But in terms of Christmas movies, that, and then
the
also
one with, you watched the one with
the.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That, but then also the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a tie between those two that I watch every year.
Fair enough. For me personally, every Christmas for me, when it comes to movie wise, it's always a tradition for me to watch A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
And but I'm not talking the Muppet one or even the Jim Carrey one. Like my favorite Christmas Carol version. I watched almost all of them. I mean, I watched the 1950 Christmas Carol. I watched Scrooge with Bill Murray. I watched the Christmas Carol musical. Like every single version I've watched. I even watched the Patrick Stewart version. But for me, my favorite Christmas Carol will always be the 1984 Christmas Carol with George C. Scott. Like this Christmas Carol for me was always my favorite. And personally, for me, George C. Scott gave the best Ebenezer Scrooge performance I've ever seen. The best one. And there's so much about it. There's so much about this movie that I really, really love. I mean, TK, when we did the top 10 Christmas movies. Yeah, you already know the story. But Christmas Carol for me is always a tradition to watch. I read a few like Charles Dickens stories, of course, Oliver Twist naturally, but Christmas Carol was always my favorite. And I always like the overall message and the overall story about it. They did really kind of like makes me embrace Christmas spirit even more.
Okay, I have a question.
Poetically.
Okay, I have a question. So for Christmas specials, I didn't think about this, but could we put the Santa Clauses in Christmas specials? The TV show?
You mean well, you know what? It's Christmas, so you can go ahead.
I like those too. those are a good continuation of the Santa Claus movie. Although I think the Santa Claus's prosthetics are creepy as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
The beard, the makeup,
yeah, I know. I agree on that one with you.
I think we know. I think we know where they cut. I think we know where they cut some of their budget with that.
I mean, even if they cut budgets, even if they cut budgets, like, look, even if you cut budgets, like, you can still do a better, like, Santa Claus makeup.
Yeah.
So this has, for me personally, this has never had to do with the budget. It was basically it all has to do with, like, the people who are behind the design and also the overall idea of the makeup.
Well, he looks like the toy Santa.
Yes, he does. Yes,
which
he
bothers
does.
me.
In a way, yeah. You kind of think, like, it kind of makes you think the toy Santa basically from a toy became normal again, and kind of, like, killed off the original Santa and took his job.
Well, that's what I think happened with Barney. So,
well, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Before we continue, we have a comment from our favorite Not Your Normal Geek. Literally just finished Muppets Christmas Carol. Great. Home Alone movies and Jingle All the Way are every year watches. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Those are also great choices. Absolutely. For me, besides A Christmas Carol, for me, the other one that is, like, every year watch is also the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's good.
Yeah, those two are, like, my traditional Christmas movies to watch. Now, back to the Christmas specials. Now, I'll be honest here. Like, my introduction to Christmas specials was through the British sitcoms, because the British sitcoms usually they have a tradition that at the end of every season they do a Christmas special, and basically through them I kind of got introduced to the Christmas specials in general. Now, just like you, Paul, I mean, I've watched, like, other Christmas specials, like the Madagascar Christmas special, of course, mostly the Penguin ones. Also, I watched the Ice Age Christmas special they did, which for me was weird. But I mean, having Santa Claus during the Ice Age, but okay. I mean, we can all be creative, even if it's odd, but still. I mean, I was like, look, if you're gonna have Santa Claus coming during the Ice Age, at least make him look like a Neanderthal or something. I'm just saying. But that I also watched the How to Train Your Dragon Christmas special as well. That was also actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Christmas specials also kind of have a, like, place in my heart when it comes to, like, the Christmas season. But I will be honest, like, few of them I know because of UTK, but I never ever watched, like, an SNL Christmas special. I never did.
Oh, I love it.
No, I mean, yeah, but like I said, I never watched one. Like I said, the Christmas specials that I'm used to are always basically in, like, like outside, like, some movies, or, like, basically during a TV show, basically. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good ones, but, like, I think I would say, like, my favorite. There are, like, few of my favorite Christmas specials, but they all come from, like, British sitcoms. Like, for example, Only Fools and Horses. They had pretty good ones. And also, there's another sitcom called Vicious, and basically it's about a gay couple, and they're played by Derek Jacobi and Ian McKellen. He only has 2 seasons, but it's a really great sitcom, absolutely hilarious. But they had also some Christmas specials that I really, really liked. So yeah, that's kind of like my overall point of view on Christmas specials. I mean, when it, like I said, outside those I numbered, I never watched any of the others. I kind of like I'm saying this in general. Yeah, I mean, like, for example, like if I have to compare, like, do for example, American sitcoms, like, do they even do Christmas specials at all?
Yes. Yeah.
Which ones?
Okay, so Friends did. Friends did season 1, 2, 4. Friends did one, like, I think every couple seasons. Full House did one. Full House did 3, I think. I mean, generally the older sitcoms did it more than the newer ones. Although one sitcom on Nick that did, it wouldn't really be as special so much as a movie. But I think it is probably one of the better Christmas movies, like for Nick, is Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh.
Okay.
So I mean, shows do that. They don't do it necessarily consistently, but I mean, they do it.
Okay, fair enough. Because like usually the when it comes to Christmas specials, I mean, I am familiar with some of them during the like some American sitcoms, but like I never consider them like Christmas special because they put them inside this, like, let's just say 22 episodes list. It kind of makes you think like, it's like a normal episode, like everyone, like all the others, But when it comes to like, because unlike British sitcoms, they like basically they do their like 6 to 8 episodes, and then like at the end they do a Christmas special that they release like a few months later, basically. So that's why I was asking. Also, there's another one Christmas special that I always liked. Are you two familiar with the cartoon Mr. Magoo?
Yes.
What was it?
Mr. Magoo.
I heard
Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
So there is a Christmas special they did with Mr. Magoo. Oh man, I really miss that character. But they did a Christmas special where he is Ebenezer Scrooge, and he was hilarious.
I have a vague memory of it. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it goes with the same dialogue and everything, but he also has that Mr. Magoo charm and magic, basically. That kind of makes it a little more funnier. Like, oh man, like that Christmas special was hilarious, 100%. And another comment from Not Your Normal Geek: Seinfeld is a famous show, which I don't think they've done one Christmas episode. They never did, because I don't remember a Christmas special from Seinfeld as well.
Well, they did. They sort of alluded to Christmas, in the one where Elaine got that Christmas card taken, and there's something on the Christmas card.
Okay, fair enough.
Her nipples.
Oh, TK.
Don't worry, Pauline. I'm used to him.
Okay.
I might classify that close enough. I mean, I'm trying to think, because I think he's right. I mean, I think in terms of like an actual Christmas episode, I don't think they actually did an actual outright Christmas episode.
I mean, can I ask you to? I mean, would you consider a Christmas special like one of those like short movies that are like over 40 minutes long? Because that's because I've seen a lot of like those like mini movies. They're like 40 to 50 minutes long, and especially when it comes to Christmas. So and I've seen some of them calling them like Christmas specials. So I was kind of wondering, would you also classify them as Christmas specials or just mini movies?
If they're like 52 minutes, I mean, Rankin Bass specials are 51, 52 minutes. So I think they're kind of considered a special, I would say.
Yeah, I think I'd call them a special.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, Frosty the Snowman, wasn't he like over 20 something minutes long?
I don't know on top of my head. I'm just... Yeah, because I thought they were like... I think I was thinking Santa Claus is coming to town, so... So Frosty the Snowman's 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
1969.
Okay. Yeah. But also, I would say this: one of my favorite Christmas specials was I'll never forget. Like I used to watch this when I was a kid, and it was used to being like on our Croatian channels, but it was still in English because and it had that very famous song, "The Year Without Santa Claus."
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Basically the puppet version of Jack Frost. Basically, I will never forget that song when he goes like, "I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow."
My brother loves that movie.
Oh no, now that's gonna be stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, my brother loves that movie.
That made me think I have two things I have to mention. So one thing is, and I expect we'll get hate mail for this, so but I'm gonna say it anyway. So if anybody out there is familiar with that Elf special that was on NBC a couple years ago that was like animated, that was totally unnecessary. Why do that? If you're listening to NBC, that was stupid. So
Man.
I don't get why they did that. I thought it was completely unnecessary. I think the original Elf is like one of the best Christmas movies of all time. So I don't get that. Another Christmas movie though I had it in my list last year that is really worth watching. I mean, it's juvenile, but it's funny. Unaccompanied Minors.
Okay.
I'd still love to know how they got Lewis Black for that, but
I get you.
And he did, and amazingly, he did not swear at all in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I vaguely remember, but yeah, I don't recall he sweared. Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. Yeah, but again, going back to the Year Without Santa Claus, like, I mean, again, I haven't seen it ever since I was a kid, and even still today, I remember that song. Even still today, like if I see it like on MTV or something, because sometimes they even on Christmas they will release just that scene alone where basically basically Jack Frost is singing. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Like they will really release that song where basically you have the frosty one and the fire one basically singing. And every time when they put it on, every time I would simply sing it. I would simply have a sing along. Yeah, I mean, again, because that song alone, like it really stayed with me all these years. And it was something about it that I really, really liked. I liked the rhythm. I like the lyrics. I like the tone. Like and also I'm a big sucker when it comes to those like puppet like animation.
Yeah, my brother loves that movie so much. He actually recreated that song with the fire and the ice. So yeah, that one was really good. That was actually his favorite part. So I think Rankin Bass productions, I think like the length of like if they're considered specials or not, I guess it depends on like what it was. So like Frosty the Snowman is like 22 minutes. I think Santa Claus Has Come to Town is 51 minutes. So that one was a little longer.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, because that's one thing I was kind of always wondering in my head. Like, would that be considered like a Christmas special? Because usually Christmas specials, at least in my experience, they're usually like from 20 to like half an hour long.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking. Like, would you like consider Christmas specials like even the ones who are like from, let's just say, 45 to 50 minutes long?
Yeah, I think it probably depends.
I probably would. I mean,
maybe 45 to 50 minutes would be long.
Yeah.
Well, not long, but like it would still be considered a special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward silence, round 2. Yep. Okay. So that we can keep our sounds on and everything. Like, do you have anything more to add?
I
Anything at
actually
all?
do.
Go
I
ahead.
actually So, it has been a while since Miraculous had a Christmas special. So I think the last one they had was in 2017. I feel like it's overdue for another one. I mean, I know we've been getting Miraculous World specials, but I feel like I'm surprised they didn't do like ones from Halloween or I just feel like how it's going to go deeper along with Ladybug's Secret and how Adrian's dad is no longer here and his mom still is no longer here. So it's
Mhm.
I'm just curious to see how they're going to circulate around that. I know I seen posters from Miraculous on Amazon with Kwame's with their presents like delivering it to their owners. Another thing, yeah, I'm curious to see what they would do on that one. So another thing is my mom actually loved that Albert Finney Christmas Carol. That's one of her favorites. So he was the butler in Annie in the
Yeah.
original Annie.
Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I remember that one. That was like it was called Scrooge, and I think it was like a musical. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did an animated remake on Netflix like 2 years ago, I think, or a year
Yeah,
ago.
with Luke Evans as
Yes.
Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, look. I'm a fan of Albert Finney. Albert Finney, absolutely. I mean, of course, who doesn't love him as the butler in The Nanny? I mean, who doesn't love him? But I'm honestly, I'm not a big fan of musicals in general. But I mean, but again, just because it's a Christmas Carol and because of him, I still watched it and I liked it. You know, but again, I was never fond of musicals. The only musicals I would say I could swallow in a way are basically animation. Those are the only musicals I can swallow. Like when it comes to live action, not so much. But there are a few exceptions, and definitely Albert Finney's Scrooge is definitely one of them because I really like the songs.
Yeah.
And I was kind of surprised to see him sing. By the way.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I don't know. I don't know if he sung in Annie also. I remember watching the movie, but I don't really remember. So
He did, but it was limited.
yeah, because he was like the butler.
Yeah, he did, but it was a lot. He did, I think. Well, he did Sign with Miss Hannigan.
Oh shit! Now I realize that I'm mixed up. I made a mixed up of two actors.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Now actually I was researching for the name because I kind of later on after I said all the things I just said when I mentioned The Nanny, I was like, wait a minute, like I was like something sounds wrong. So I went to see it. I was like, oh shit, Albert, he's a totally different person than I mentioned. Oh yeah.
But here's a fun fact.
So my bad.
Here's a fun fact about Annie, though. The movie that we're talking about, the version we're talking about, would be more of a summer movie. But technically, the stage show Annie and like every other version takes place around Christmas time.
Yeah, and also, I mean, to be fair, like Albert Finney, who played Scrooge, honestly. Outside Scrooge, actually, I have never seen him anywhere.
Yeah, the only place I know him from is Annie.
So you didn't know he played Scrooge?
No, I mean, not until recently.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to put this comment on. Look who's coming to pay us a visit.
FRC!
FRC, ho ho ho! Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year Cheers to a healthy 2026 and beyond. Well, thank you, FRC. It's really great to hear you. Also, say read your comments again.
It's so great. Oh, I'm so glad. How's the bathtub?
Please, FRC, do yourself a favor. Destroy that bath. Just destroy it. Just destroy it. All right. Oh man. Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god. Now you brought me. Now you brought me again. Those damn images in my head with him in the bath. Screw you, DK.
The worst part is when he said that. The worst part is I really did take it seriously, and I thought, wow, he has a cool bathtub.
Yeah, I know. I remember. And then after that, you couldn't leave him alone.
No,
you just couldn't leave him alone. Oh man. But also, I just wanted to add to what you just said before, Pauline. Like when it comes to the miraculous, like Ladybug Christmas special, I really wish this time the villain is not going to be akumatized.
Yeah.
Like this, I remember the Santa Claus one. I remember it, and for that period, it worked. But this time, I hope that the villain, if they ever do a Christmas special again, I hope that this time is not going to be another akumatized villain. Which kind of brings me to this. And this is a question for you. Could you see like a Grinch type villain in Ladybug?
That's a good question. I don't know. Because I know Lila's like in camouflage. Like she's everywhere. So I know you can't do Santa Claus again, but maybe it's like, and I'm just making this up, so I don't know. So maybe it could be like some sort of like one of the toys, like not maybe like one of the toys that could get akumatized, or maybe it's like one of those elves that get akumatized. I honestly don't know. But one thing that I really wish, I hope it ends on like a light note, if they were ever to make it, and not some sort of a cliffhanger that's going to leave the viewers guessing.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I hope for if they were going to do another one. It might be one of like the children, but I think they already did that in one of the miraculous episodes. So
going off the Christmas subject, I just want to add one more thing when it comes to Ladybug. Just one more thing. I will say this: I started watching Ladybug again.
Okay.
But yeah, and I just finished watching basically the oral finale of part 1. Let's put it that way. The finale of part 1, and I kind of started watching basically the new seasons, or should I say the newly made season. And I will say this: I'm really happy about one thing. It's like literally they granted me, this particular wish. That basically they're moving away from the akumatized villains, and this time they're bringing like into the game like actual villains, like that particular organization. If you know which one I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about. There is, El Toro de Piedra, or the Stone Bull. It's in Spanish. So near the end, that post-credit scene, you would see Natalie, and you would see like all these symbols.
Yes.
Saruki was in one of them. I forget which symbol she was. I think Natalie says, "Yes, Father." So I don't know if we might actually see Natalie's father, or we might just hear his voice. But I don't know. Yaxi Gozen did show briefly the post-credit scene. I think you were there when you watched it. So it did show a post-credit scene with Tomoe Tsurugi she's getting into the meeting, and she is what they claim the new diamond, which I don't know what it means, but we'll probably see once the episodes get released. So it's just a wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree, because like I said, just gonna touch a little briefly on the subject. Like, I'm really happy that they're basically bringing basically more new villains into the story that basically that are basically not akumatized. Because
Right.
because as we spoke already on the Ladybug episode on our Shadow Council before, one of my main problems was always that every single villain was akumatized, every single one of them, and that for me was a bit of a nuisance. A little bit. Like at first, I liked it, but then later on, it became a little bit irritating. So I'm really happy that they're bringing new actual villains to the table, basically.
Yeah, let's not forget. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's not forget that Tomoe Tsurugi was an alliance of Monarch. So I don't know. I think Gabriel Agreste might be getting out of hand, like obsessing by getting those miraculouses instead of just like reuniting with Emily. So I guess you would see Tsurugi as much more of a very a very careful person. So that's why I say Lila wants to work with Tsurugi on that. And Tsurugi asks, how will I know if you're going to promise me this or whatever she said? So
Yeah, I remember. I remember the episode where basically she was like in her home, and then all of a sudden you
yes.
see Lila appearing. Yeah, I remember that. And boy, I cannot wait for Ladybug to kick her ass because she really gets on my nerves. Lila, I mean, she really gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
I didn't like her before, and I don't like her now.
We actually got to see that her in her butterfly miraculous uniform for the first time. So
yeah, she also has a very cool design.
Very
I'm not gonna lie about that. But I will say this: I don't see Tsurugi. Yeah, I think that the Tsurugi is the
mother.
Tsurugi's yeah. I don't see Tsurugi as a villain. I know, like because like I mean, there are some, especially in the new season, you kind of see some elements that kind of think you like, yeah, she's a villain, but
right, yeah,
there's something about her character that I'm not buying that she's a villain. I think she's more like careful, more like I think I would say this. Let me put it this way. Between Lila and her, I would say Tsurugi has way more bigger morals, and she's more neutral than a villain. That's where I will put her.
Yeah, I think Lila is trying to like is being more manipulative to Tsurugi. At least that's from what I'm seeing. But I don't know. These are just guesses, so we'll just have to wait and see.
What if?
Can we not?
But
can we not?
But
this is Christmas. Can we not?
I was just thinking, what if?
Can we not?
What if I
am not saying this again. What part of no do you understand?
But I'm thinking about the butterfly miraculous. What if the butterfly turned evil and ate people?
I know I'm getting further away with the miraculous stuff, so I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. Me and TK, we do this all the time. We go off subjects like this.
Yeah.
So don't worry. It's a tradition.
We actually stayed on this subject longer than I thought. We actually stayed on the Christmas subject a lot longer than I thought we would.
Yep. But again, this time it's my fault because like I really wanted to add this is my particular thought about like Ladybug, basically for what I've seen so far of the new season. And I will agree on something. The animation is way better than before. Way better. But I don't like some of the new designs those characters have. I don't like.
Yeah, like Rose. I mean, Rose, yeah. I mean, it might be from the cancer thing, but like, yeah. There's some.
There's another character design I didn't like in the new season. What was the girl's name that she has a very squeaky voice? She's kind of like the cute of the class. She wanted to give a toy to a prince in the before she was akumatized.
I'm not sure about the toy.
She has blonde, short hair, and she always.
Yeah, that would be Rose.
Yeah, she's always hanging out with the goth
Yeah, with Julia.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't like her design in this season. I don't like her.
Like I said, she looks like weird Barbie. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Actually, you took those words directly from my mouth. Oh
Like
man,
if you
yeah.
compare it from Kate McKinnon to Rose, Kate McKinnon as Weird Barbie in the Barbie movie, you'll probably see what I'm talking about.
I think I get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of villains, actually, this is going to be our next subject, and this is what I like to call Christmas villains. Now we can go all over the place on this one. So let me start with an easy question this time. And again, which one will start? It's all up to you. Which villain would you call as your favorite Christmas villain? Go.
Okay. So I don't know if this would be considered a villain, but he was in, I forget what his name is, but he was in Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and he's like this German guy, and he had a like a guard that's like with a crazy mustache. You never watched it. Darn it. So you're not helping. So yeah, so there's him. I forget what the character's name is, but there was him. There's another, I guess you would say it would be like a sequel to like the Miser Brothers. So there's like a special on it. There's a villain that's like a wind or a tornado character. I forget his name, but I forget. Yeah, so he was the villain in that one, and that's when those two Miser brothers have to like
Wait a minute.
decide their differences. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, are you talking about the? Oh, this is gonna be a mouthful. Bürgermeister, Masterburger. The Santa Claus coming to town.
Yes, he's he's German, I believe.
He's dressed like yeah, and he's dressed like he has lederhosen.
Yeah, so he is.
And
Yeah,
he's like
he has
middle-aged.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I forget his name. So yeah, what was it that you said?
No. Because I was trying to search to see like who was kind of like the main villain of that story, and then that's how basically I seen like the guy's name.
Yeah,
but there is another one I do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I don't know if I would consider him as a villain. He's not like an evil villain, but he does want to get rid of like the toys from the children's hands. So, man, I don't know.
Wasn't there? I'm sorry that we're interrupting each other. I was gonna say, wasn't there another villain in that story? He was called kind of like the Winter Warlock or something.
Yes, there was a Winter War. Yeah. There was a Winter Warlock, but then he became good after Kris Kringle like gave him like one of his toys, like a train or something like that. So I don't think he's like. I think that that German man. I think I would say he's the main one over the other one. I forget what his name is. Yeah, because the other one turned good after Kringle gave him a train toy.
I see. Okay. I know because like I know it was like a TV show, I think, right?
I think.
Or was it like a Christmas special?
I would say it was a Christmas special.
Yeah, because again, when I've seen the pictures of the characters and everything, I think I remember a little bit about it. Mm-hmm. I know that there was like a young ginger character involved in this story.
Young ginger character.
he was dressed in green and he had like a ginger short hair. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Oh, not your normal geek. What did you think of Jack Frost from Santa Claus 3? Oh, I thought it was fun. I thought he was a fun villain in the third movie. I'm a fan of Martin Short, so whichever role he does, I know he'll be great. But I liked his version of Jack Frost. I mean, what are your guys? What are your opinion about it?
Yeah. So
was that Martin Short as Jack Frost?
Yep.
Okay. It took me a while to realize who that was. Like I remember the villain, but I didn't know who the actor it was. So yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah, not your normal geek. You kind of jumped on me a little bit, not your normal geek, but yeah, that's one of my 3 favorites.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Like because even though I know for a lot of people, Santa Claus 3 is like their least favorite out of the entire trilogy. I know he has that reputation, but I always thought that one of the stronger elements of that movie was always Martin Short as Jack Frost.
Yeah.
I like his portrayal. I liked him as a villain. And overall, I like their like comedic relationship between him and Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
I also like his redemption too. I think his redemption's I kind of like how they did that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even his redemption, I always kind of thought it was cute, especially with the whole hug thing and everything.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, that was really cute as well. So, do you wish to add anything more, Polly?
Well, I mean, it's really hard because I know it's like a cozy Christmas special type of thing. It's really hard to pinpoint like which villains I would say, but I think those are the only ones I remember. I couldn't pin on top of my head, but there was a villain in the Rudolph and Frosty's Fourth Christmas in July thing. I don't know who it was, but he had some sort of a long beard or something. I don't know what his motive was, so it's been a while since I watched that special, so I probably don't know on top of my head. But I do remember the Miser Brothers special that they had with the I think it was like another brother, like I don't know if he was like a tornado or a wind brother. So he's like suave, I would guess I would say. I guess that's he's good looking. I guess that could be the right word. So stop it. So yeah, I'm more, it's more to me, I think it's like the cozy type of Christmas stuff that I watched. I did look at the villains, but it's like vaguely. I remember it vaguely, but I can't pinpoint the name.
I remember one time when I would ask like some of my friends like who would be your favorite like Christmas villain, and one of my friends always said, "Oh, Hans Gruber, all the way from Die Hard." because a lot. I mean, have you ever seen Die Hard?
I don't think so.
No.
You have never seen Die Hard?
No, I need to watch it.
I mean, I heard it before, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of people consider that movie because it was happening. The entire story was happening during the Christmas season, and so a lot of people they see Die Hard as like a traditional Christmas movie with Bruce Willis. But even though personally I never saw that movie as a Christmas movie. But okay, to each their own. But anyway, the main villain in that movie was a terrorist named Hans Gruber, who was played by Alan Rickman, and which is also today, I mean, God rest his soul, is still as one of like most infamous roles he ever did. So that's kind of like one of my friend's choices. One of the other my friend's choices when it comes to Christmas villains was always Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. That's actually another one. That's my
Mhm,
favorite one.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, but before I get to myself, TK, you also have to answer this question.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Christmas villain?
So it's a tie between Jack Frost from the Santa Claus 3, Oliver Porter from Unaccompanied Minors, and Magnus Antis.
Ah, the Mad Santa.
He was good.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, Eric Stone Street is good in anything, so it's not a huge shock. But those are my three. Two, or actually, all three of them really get redemption. I think too.
Mad Santa, in a way, yes, he did. He did get a redemption, in a way. Yeah. So those are like your favorite Christmas villains.
Yeah.
For me, I would say there are actually quite a few that I really really liked. For example, like I mean, she's like on my like a little bit lower on my list, but have you any of you ever seen Red One?
Oh
Yes.
with Dwayne Johnson
The-
and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
That movie, yes,
Yes.
I've seen that.
A
movie was
movie.
so
A movie. Sorry.
Wait, hold on. I think we were talking about a different. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. No, that's the right one.
That's the right one.
Yeah.
Okay, I was worried. I was thinking about a different movie at first.
Yeah. So Red One with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans, just like you said.
Oh, Chris Evans. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's right. That's right.
No. Wait. Now I'm confused. Wait. Now I'm confused. I thought Ryan Reynolds was in it. It wasn't Chris Evans. It was Ryan Reynolds.
The one you're thinking.
You're thinking
What was it called?
of gosh.
Red Room or something. Wait a minute. The one you're talking about.
I think she's mixing two up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I'm sorry. I haven't seen
no. Okay, so the one with Ryan Reynolds. Now I actually searched it. The one you're talking about is Red Notice.
Red Notice. Okay, so then no, I have not seen Red One. I'm sorry.
Okay. UTK, I suppose you did.
The red one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. A movie that again during Christmas time I really like to watch it. A movie that has a reputation for being really really despised by a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, I'm one of those rarest people who really liked it, and I really liked it when it comes to Red One, the movie. And the reason why I'm saying this because he had a really interesting villain, which was, by the way, based on an actual villain from like Christmas folklore. Basically, the witch called Gryla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I first of all like the actress who portrayed her. I really liked her. And I also really liked her villainous character in Red One. Because also in a very strange way, he also connects to the actual Gryla from Christmas folklore. Because just like in the movie, Gryla was this like ogre who had 13 sons, 2 tails, and she was basically the female version of Krampus, in a way.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and she was in some myths and legends, she was known as the Christmas witch, in a way. But again, I really like she's also like one of my, I would say, favorite like Christmas villains. But I would say if I have to choose. Okay, this is gonna be a part of a subject that I know TK is gonna go crazy, but there is a Christmas movie which is, by the way, a horror Christmas movie called Krampus, which also late at night sometimes I would watch it during Christmas time. I would watch it, and it was always yeah. And I really liked the portrayal of Krampus in that movie. I mean, like not just simply being a guy, but not just simply being a dark side version of Santa Claus with horns, but like I really like the way how the movie portrayed him as this like very terrifying Christmas figure, because because even in the myths and legends, that's how Krampus was portrayed. Always a symbol, a Christmas symbol to terrify naughty kids. So that's why the reasons why I really like watching that movie. So I would say definitely Krampus from that movie. Of course, I mentioned before, but again, Oogie Boogie. I really liked him, and his song always kicked ass. By the way, but again, I have to go also with the Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch.
Which one?
I mean, I have to go with Jim Carrey's version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, both. Okay, why the hell did you put comments? TK.
Yeah,
that could be anybody.
It says TK Productions.
Well, that could be any TK production.
That could be you.
It has your face on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I think we should find that person. They're clearly impersonating me.
Well, I think we found it, and it's right there.
Yep.
Next to Paulie.
Maybe.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to the actual subject at hand, there's a lot of like very interesting Christmas villains, but I would say my favorite three, I would say, were always the Grinch, Jim Carrey's version, because I kind of connected more with his Grinch, unlike the original cartoon, like in the old days, or even like the 2018 version of the Grinch, in a way. So that's like I was kind of always, he was always kind of like one of my favorite Christmas villains. So the Grinch, Oogie Boogie, Krampus from the horror movie by the same name, and also as a bonus to Gryla as well, I will also put from Mad Santa from the Santa Claus season 2. Because I really thought his villain his character was interesting.
Yeah, he was a really. I wasn't sure how he was going to be, but they did really well with his character. It was, you almost kind of understood where he was coming from.
Yeah, I agree. And also, again, adding to what you said before, the actor who portrayed him was actually really good.
Yeah, he was the perfect choice.
Yeah, but also I have to say, I don't know how the actors could have keeping a straight face with that voice.
No, I don't know how. I always wondered on Modern Family how people kept a straight face whenever he was on the set.
I mean, look, when he was on Modern Family, his voice was kind of normal, but when he was doing Mad Santa, he was basically talking like this the whole time. Yeah. And like, I'm sorry, but like, if I was on the set on the Santa Claus set, and I was like, let's just say the director told me like, oh, you're gonna share a scene with Mad Santa, I'm telling you, I would have so many takes. Because every time, if you would like talk like this to my face, I would literally blast out like laughing like a maniac. Because, like, I mean, come on, how can you keep a straight face with a face talk like this, and also and also putting out those lips like he's trying to kiss a horse? I mean, it's like he's trying to be intimidating and villainous. But with those lips and the way how he's talking, it makes you sound like, come on, Dave, give me a kiss. Like, give me a little smoochy woochy. It kind of makes it look like that. you know. But it's still, yeah. So jokes aside, I would say like those are like my favorite Christmas villains. You know, even though there are a few others. I mean, I can see a lot of people saying also Harry and Marv from Home Alone as well.
Oh
To
yeah.
be like, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, but for me, but all the other villains I've just named before them, I would say, for me at least, they are way more powerful as villains than those two. Because like because like even though Harry and Marv, let's be honest, even though Harry and Marv are criminals and burglars, I'm sorry, with the actors they put together, you can't take them seriously.
No.
Especially after McAllister beat the shit out of them. Oh my! I just and right now I remember that scene when he shot him in the balls. I mean, can you? I mean, I don't know if you know which scene I'm talking about.
You remember?
When they basically asked him to open the door, and he shot Joe Pesci in the balls.
Yes, I've seen clips of that. Yes.
I mean, okay, Joe Pesci, for someone who has a reputation of swearing in movies, when he went out of pain, when he went to like Russia,
Yeah.
like you can see he was trying to swear. You can see, but because of the movie they were doing, he was like in his head he was like no, I can't say the F word. I can't say the F word. No. Like so, basically, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend to be Muttley, and I'm just gonna do Russia. Oh man, do you have any more to add?
Do you?
I don't think I do. Do you?
I don't.
Go ahead.
We do that. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Pull up your pants.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So I want to apologize for my mix up between Red One and Red Notice. I think I knew Dwayne Johnson was in both of those movies, but I actually got mixed up because it has the word red in it. So yeah, I kind of humiliate myself with that. I think for Nightmare Before Christmas, there's actually a sketch deleted scene where where Oogie Boogie was actually one of Dr. Finkelstein's creations. So instead of him made out of bugs, he has one of those. Dr. Finkelstein was actually the controller.
Yeah.
And he was like the original villain, but it actually didn't make the cut. So I'm glad it didn't make the movies, so it actually worked out.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you see the Doctor's character, you kind of think like, he might be like one of the villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what you're talking about, because I have seen some like behind the scenes production videos and everything, and I do remember even like I think like Tim Burton was also talking about it, about like basically the first ideas they had and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, not just simply the people behind the script and everything, but also like even like Tim Burton also agreed that with basically going like, you know what, let's push the Doctor aside. We're gonna go with Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I do agree. Like, I would say Tim Burton made a really good choice to go with Oogie Boogie rather than the Mad Doctor who created. Oh man, I always forget her name.
Mad Doctor.
Who created what was the name of the girl who basically fell in love with Jack?
Sally?
Excuse me? Yes. Yeah. Who basically fell in love with Jack.
Yeah. Because if they kept that scene, it would lose focus of the main villain. So
yeah.
Yeah, and no one would watch over Sally. Then again, Sally would have freedom, but yeah. So
yeah, and I mean, I do agree, because like the first time Oogie Boogie appeared on the screen was, of course, during the main intro song, where basically he says, I'm the shadow of the moon at night, filling your dreams with drift and fright.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like you know, okay, like we might actually have a villain on our hands and everything. So I think like, you know, with everything that they did with Oogie Boogie, I think like if they revealed that he was a creation of the Doctor, I think like it would have lose. I agree. Focus, but at the same time it would have taken away from the character of Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so basically made him filled with bugs, and also, you know, making him like a gambler and everything. Like I think like it worked way better for his character. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even though he was made of bugs, I always found his death disturbing. Like when he was walking, like my bugs,
Yeah,
and he
and
goes
starts
like,
drinking, and then one last bug
yes,
left, and Santa just steps on him.
yeah, yeah, and also if I remember correctly, Santa Claus, like for Nightmare Before Christmas, like he was voiced by I think like 2 or 3 people. There were like 2 or 3 versions of Santa Claus, because I do remember like one of the versions he was voiced by Patrick Stewart, the Santa Claus.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there are like 2 or 3 cuts where basically, I think like the one they released in the UK, I think it was like with Patrick Stewart's voice, and everywhere else I think it was like another person. But I do remember that Patrick Stewart did voice Santa Claus as well. Yeah, it was a very strange, production. Like, you know, I was gonna wonder like whether like 2 or 3 people voicing him.
Just
Because
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just to give you a heads up, I don't know if TK is going to be sending a message, so just be prepared what he's going to say. See?
Should I watch the SNL Home Alone video? This is not TK.
Well, it obviously is, because its name's on the tag.
I know, but he says
No.
it's not TK.
No, Paulie, no, you're wrong. Can't you see? That's my grandma. That's my grandma. Yeah, she with the haircut and everything, she just returned from the army. Yeah. TK. Yeah, this is not TK. You know, the actual TK. No. That's her code name, as we like to call her, Teta Krana. Teta, basically in Croatian means like aunt, or for like a miss.
I know.
Wait,
It's basically TETA. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting off the subject. So TK, just do me a favor and refrain yourself from these kind of comments. All right. Don't make me banish you. Now, the next subject. I'm sorry. Do you have anything more to say on this subject?
I think that's pretty much it of what I said. I think I also want to add Marv and Henry to this. I mean, I never even thought too much of the villains that much. Put the duck down. I never thought of like the villains that much. Maybe just a tidbit, but maybe not a whole lot. But I guess that's really much of the point of the Christmas special. But yeah, that's I would say I remember them, but I remember them a little bit, and then I remember them just like vaguely. So yeah, I think
I get you.
I think Oogie Boogie, the German guy, and the warlock from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and the Oogie Boogie. I think I said Oogie Boogie already.
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie, yeah, and then the Tornado Wind Miser brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me personally, and I'm the reason I'm going to say this because it's going to add to the topic that's coming next. The biggest, I would say, of all the Christmas villains, I would say the ones that always had a way more bigger impact on me are the ones who are villains who are like Christmas themed villains.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I mean, look, sure, we all love like, you know, villains like I said, Hans Gruber from Die Hard, or the businessman from Santa Claus season 1, or I don't know, like Harry and Marv and many others. But for me personally, I always like for me, like much more better villains for me are always the ones who are more Christmas themed villains, or at least like based from certain like Christmas folklore in a way. That's why for example, I always preferred let's just say Gryla from Red One, or the Grinch, or Oogie Boogie, or even like or even like Krampus from like the horror movie Krampus, because like they're all Christmas themed villains, and for me personally, they all make much more a bigger impact when it comes to like Christmas stories in general. I mean, that's just me. Yeah. And awkward silence, round 3.
Do you have something you want to say?
No.
Okay, I think I'm done with mine.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
good.
All right.
Good. Okay, so and with that in consideration, we go to this, as I like to call Thinking Cap Time, Christmas movie and TV edition, which is basically, as I like to put it, we unleash our creativity and our imagination loose. Now, to kind of give you more of information about this particular topic, it is a topic in which basically we talk about what kind of Christmas movies or TV shows we would love to create or we would love to see, or we would like particular characters or the theme about like these particular stories, villains. Overall, we unleash our own Christmas creativity. Did I give enough information?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I always thought like, let's just get this over with. So I will start with TK first, because I thought like it would be better, just like a bandage. If we remove it quickly, it will be less painful.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think I need to defer to Polly because I still need to think about mine.
Like what I
right.
Yeah, I think I still need to think about mine.
You always horrify stuff. It should be easy
I know,
for you.
but I'm drawing a blank.
Okay. So what are we? I'm confused. Like, what are we doing in this?
Basically, okay, I'll make it easy. So basically, it will be questions, and then from those questions, you create your answer. Let's just put it that way. So, okay, so let me try like this. Let me see. Okay. Okay, first question. If you were in charge to make a Christmas project, so my first question would be, and that's how we will go forward. Would you prefer do a movie or a TV series, and why?
I think if it were to be a one-time thing, I would probably do a movie. It can't be done multiple times if it were done for the series. So I would think the movie would be much more simpler and much more straightforward to the point.
Okay, fair enough. So which also kind of leads to my other question. If you would do like, let's just say, okay, let's just stick with like this particular occasion. Let's just in this particular moment, let's just stick with like a Christmas movie, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You do a Christmas movie. Okay, so my other question is, would you do it? Would you do it like a full-on Christmas style fantasy, or would you do it grounded with like realistic characters and worlds and everything?
That's a good one. That's a really good question. I mean, like, I would say grounded, because we always have Christmas-fied villains, but I would say I would have mine grounded, much more realistic.
Okay, fair enough. And when I say grounded, I'm talking like, for example, like movies like, It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Story, Miracle on the 34th Street, or Home
Okay.
Alone. Like
Okay.
that's my idea of like when I said grounded.
Hmm.
So you would go with grounded.
I don't know. I mean,
I just throw this movie to you.
no,
as
no,
an
no, no.
example.
It's okay. It's okay. Actually, no. I would say Christmas. I'm gonna change my answer to like the Christmas, just to make it easier. Because I think
So
if I were to do it grounded, I don't want to make it like too dark. We just want to like make it cozy. So I would say Christmas villain.
okay, but would you go like full on fantasy to kind of like basically unleashing all your imagination to it, or would you go grounded? Because I gave you like It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Story, Home Alone. Those are all like grounded Christmas stories. So when I say grounded, I mean in that particular style, like still Christmas style and everything. But so that's why my question was like, would you go like full on fantasy, like on unlimited creativity, or would you go like with a grounded Christmas movie?
I would say.
Did you get the question now?
Yeah, I probably get the question now. No, I'm gonna stick with grounded. I think grounded. I think while it is full of like Christmas cheer and stuff like that, I mean, we still have to look at the realistic parts of life, like maybe not enough money for like a job or something like that, or maybe just like someone who has like a very dark past might be like an evil boss. Maybe like an evil boss that like makes workers work at Christmas when they should be spending time with their families. I mean, that's just from my perspective, at least. But it's kind of like the realistic Scrooge kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here comes here comes the most difficult question of them all. What would be your story for this Christmas movie?
Oh.
Like I said, it's a difficult question of them all.
Yeah.
Try to throw in the very first things that pop into your head.
Okay. I would say a female villain. Very assertive and smart. She's very determined, I guess you would say. She's, oh gosh, this is gonna be a mouthful. She's more focused on, I don't know, this is not gonna be good.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's more focused on like getting things done rather than focusing on like buying things for the family or like spending time with the family type of thing. So I would say like a high top executive, a female executive, very assertive, very smart, determined. Maybe, I think I said this already, but makes people work on Christmas Day. So I think she's looking, maybe she forgot like the meaning, like why Christmas is important. Why Christmas is important. So it's not just like work all the time. So I think she just thinks it's like a temporary holiday when it's just actually a federal holiday. I don't know. That's what I have, but I think it's like a top executive that loses interest and like is more into the work and is just like forgets like what the meaning is behind Christmas.
So basically, you it's like you kind of like a modern version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I mean, I know mine's not very good, but like it's
No. Look, what you just told me, I actually like the idea. It really has potential.
Mhm.
and I get it. I get absolutely. I get the idea where it's coming from and what you're trying to say with it. You know, I just simply added to like, so what you were trying to do is like and I said this in a positive way, not like in a bad way.
Oh, no, no,
But,
no, no, no. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like it's like you're trying to do, you would try to do like a modern but at the same time grounded realistical Christmas Carol, basically.
I would say, yeah, more realistic. Maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe just add a little bit of fantasy to that story, but keep it on the realistic side. So I'm just like weighing those two.
Fine. So far, we just said all the elements and material. I like the idea. I did. I really liked it. Absolutely. So yeah. So which kind of brings me to my next question, and I think I know what your answer is going to be. But okay, with everything you just said, would you do it? Uh, so would you do it? Live action, animation, stop motion, or puppetry?
Live action, probably.
Okay. 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 Fair enough. Fair enough. And and to add to this, like my last question would be, let's see, would you see yourself like, for example, if they offer you, would you have like interest to do, for example, a Christmas TV series?
Interest in like after the movie's release, like they would ask me to do like the
Mhm.
series. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yeah, I'm just basically continuing on the same lane, basically, of all the questions I said before.
I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but unless she changed, I mean, I
Oh no,
would
no, no.
consider it, but like I don't think I would do a series.
No, okay, maybe I didn't make myself clear. I
Oh,
meant no. What I meant was, if this movie is successful, would you then be interested to do like a Christmas TV series in general? It doesn't have to be part of the movie you did.
oh. Do you remember? Do you know the question?
So if you did the movie and it is successful, and they came back to you in, like the next year and said, "Would you want to make a series?"
I mean,
So
I could do like a spin-off.
basically, my question is: so, for example, let me try to be as detailed as possible. So, if your movie is successful, theatrical, streaming, it doesn't matter. If the movie is successful, if then the next day or the next month they come to you and they say, "Hey, we really like your movie. We really want you to continue to do more Christmas themed stories," and they told you, "How about a TV series, like a TV series in general, not like part of
Oh,
the movie you did, but like a Christmas TV series
oh.
in general." So after everything, my question is, would you do it?
I mean, if it's successful, I would give it a shot. Oh, wait,
And
wait. I mean, like not. I mean, not part of it, like not part of like the movie thing, but like, I mean, I would give it a shot.
okay, okay, and okay. I don't want to like push your buttons, but
No, no, you're
uh,
good.
like what type of story would you tell as a TV series?
As a TV series.
Hmm.
Oh gosh, that's a lot to think about. I mean, I don't know if I want to do a TV series now. You got me thinking.
Look, when we choose the topics way before this, like I told TK, I showed him the list, and I thought he talked with you about this.
And you said it doesn't need to be Christmas, or so that's like.
Well, since we are in the Christmas season,
Oh yeah, that's
so
true. That's true.
yeah.
I mean, we could do one about Santa Claus, or maybe, um, I don't know. I honestly don't know what good ones there are.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Because,
maybe
I
about
mean,
Santa Claus, maybe about the others. I don't know.
yeah, because that's why I call this like the thinking cap time, because like the purpose of these questions is basically to basically, like, how creative can a person be in that very moment, without, like, thinking few steps ahead. Like, instead of, like, basically having a script or a scenery or like preparations. Like, basically the point of this thinking cap time is basically I always want to ask questions to people, especially these precise questions, to see, like, what basically will come out their imagination in that very moment, that same second.
Yeah, so I think maybe I would do one on like Santa Claus. I feel like we need to do a focus on like Mrs. Claus. Maybe see her perspective, because we've seen a lot of Santa Claus all the time. We've seen a lot of them all the time. Oh, okay, I'm done. We've seen a lot of them all the time. Maybe in one of the elves, one of Santa's elves, we could do a story on that. Maybe how they're like, how they're not perfect, how they're like different. I mean, aside from the elf with Will Ferrell being the tallest, but like I would say like all the other characters. So it's kind of like Winnie the Pooh, but don't do like focus on the other characters, not just on Pooh. So I would say like do like all the other Christmas characters, but not on Santa. So like maybe focus on like Mrs. Claus, see what her perspective is.
Okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I mean, everything you just give me right now, like, actually, for me personally, it all really sounds good, really good ideas. I'm really, actually, I would say I'm really happy that you kind of like pushed it a little bit, to kind of like, unleashing your ideas and imagination. So
Thank you.
yeah,
I tried. I tried.
Yeah. I mean, you really try hard, and I'm satisfied with your answers. I really am, and and some of your ideas, I can definitely see them like having potential. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, now let's start with Krampus himself.
Oh, you're not gonna like any of mine at all. Oh boy.
Oh, let's just start piece by piece, shall we? Okay, so first question: would you do a movie or TV show?
Movie.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. One more time. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Movie. All right. Oh my! I'm so afraid to ask this next question. I'm so afraid. But you know what? Let's just get this over with. What bloody hell? What would be the story about? Oh no! Actually, no. Actually, no. Before I go to that, would your story be grounded or full-on Christmas-themed fantasy?
Fantasy.
Okay. And now we get to the execution doc.
Oh yes.
What would be your story about?
It would be a horror story.
Oh no.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Where Santa Claus is evil, and the reindeer and the elves go around the world and eat people and kill them.
No. Well, that's the first time I heard of it. Okay. Horror master. Okay. But could you be more specific to your story?
Well,
because
they travel the world, and he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake, so he can know when to break into your house and send his reindeer and elves after you.
Okay. Oh man.
That would be a good title for it. He sees you when you're sleeping.
Oh, I know. And he has TK on his written on his head. Okay. With all that being said, my question is: would you do it live action, animation, stop motion, puppetry?
I do it live action.
Okay. Then my next question is, like I said, Paul, let's just get this over with. My next question is, like, would you, like, if the movie is successful, if they ask you somehow, even if they're drunk or high or blind or stupid, like, would you do a Christmas TV series?
Yes, I would make a sequel as a TV series, including Killer Snowmen.
Oh no, you mentioned the snowman again.
I'm sorry, but that has already been done.
Then I would do Killer Gingerbread Men.
Mm-hmm. And how would you do that?
Well, I'd make the gingerbread men evil, and instead of humans eating them, they eat the humans.
TK, one thing I've learned about all your ideas is basically it's all about scaring, killing, blood, and eating, and so on and so forth. I mean, do yours? Can I put this way? Let me put this question in this way. Do your stories even have a story? Or is it
No.
just simply slash and eat and dice and slice and things like that?
Yes.
Okay, so basically your ideas would be nonsensical slasher stories.
Yes.
Okay.
But Santa Claus and the gingerbread men and the evil elves and reindeer would be stopped by the hero of the movie.
And who would that hero be, if I ask?
Polly's gonna whack me when I say this. The hero would be a cat named Madeline.
Yeah, I would whack you.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a hero. And do I see this cat being shaped almost like Rambo?
It could be.
What about Chocolate Rain?
No.
Yeah.
No chocolate
Yes.
rain. No
Yes.
chocolate rain.
Yes.
No chocolate rain. No chocolate rain.
What about I can bring up the song.
Oh no. No song.
I could, but we're on time right now.
No song.
I can even imagine your cat saying what Bruce Willis said in Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
What if there were two heroes, a cat named Madeline and a dog named Cosmo? Yes, I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. And next to the addition to that, we're going to have a snail called Turbo.
Ooh. I like the snail. Although the snail would get eaten, though.
Oh, boy. I mean, I don't know if I would go any further. Like, okay, TK. For the love of everything, could you please just once tell an idea that has nothing to do with slashing, slicing, and dicing? Could you at least once go away from the horror section and just simply be more fantasy creative?
Yes. A meadow with butterflies that eat people.
I said outside the horror section. Come on, TK. I know you can do this. Just if you need, just hit the head on the floor, and the idea will come up to you. Push for a wall if you need to. Just give me something that has nothing to do with horror.
What about nice, friendly gingerbread men trying to live among humans?
Good, but I'm afraid what you're gonna add after that.
And then at the end, the gingerbread men eat each other.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. How about listen? How about this? You have Santa Claus, the gingerbread man, snowman, all of these like Christmas characters joining forces together against one common enemy, who is known as
Humanity.
TK. Who is known as TK. They
I don't
join
like
forces to slap the shit out of him.
oh, I don't like that idea.
Oh, but I think Paulie would.
See, that look scares me, and I think she's saying yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now, do you? If I dare to ask, do you have anything more to add, TK?
No.
Okay, then we can go. Okay, so then now we can go outside the bunkers section and go to a more Christmas spirit like discussion again. Okay, so now, okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for you. But now, since I've asked you a question, now for the last part of this conversation, you are asking me questions.
We're gonna ask.
You ask.
What? I don't know. I don't remember the questions.
No. Look. You don't have to repeat the questions I asked you or TK. You can ask your questions. You don't have to repeat the mines.
Okay. I think you would. Do you want to ask?
Okay, you start.
I'm asking you because I don't know the questions.
Okay. Let me think the first. Okay. Would you make your movie fantasy or grounded in reality?
I would go full on fantasy.
Okay. Would you let me think. Would you make a movie or like a TV special?
If you said a TV series, then I would say TV series, but the TV special or a movie, I would say a movie.
Okay. Would you have any horror in it?
I'm sorry to break your heart. No. No, I would not have horror elements in my movie. No.
Okay. What would your story be?
Well, I always kind of like, even though, like I said, I love grounded Christmas stories as much as the next guy, but like I would like my stories, I will always go full on fantasy, and this time my story would be basically more like Christmas folklore centric story, where basically, like, yes, like the main character would be Santa Claus, and basically it will be a story about like the overall, not simply a story that's not just about his existence.
Interesting.
Yeah, it won't be just simply a story about his existence, but also it will be a story about like Christmas in general, like basically Christmas, how it was in the past and how it is now. A story that also involves a lot of the other like mythical characters, like La Befana, Krampus, Mrs. Claus, like characters like even Gryla. Also, she also appeared, in the story. Like basically, and it also would have involved other festivals. Basically, like it would also involve like the Easter Bunny, for example. But again, my story would I would have not do it like in the same way like the Santa Claus trilogy was done. Like no, like mine would be like full on fantasy. There would be nothing like realistic or grounded. And basically, the overall story would be, it's like you're basically showing the overall mentality of like this particular festivities of like what the world has become in this like modern day and everything. Like it will basically brought in the question, like, do people believe in them anymore?
Mhm.
Like, do they see, for example, Christmas is more like a commercial festival? Like, do people became like materialistic, or do they actually believe in Santa Claus, or do none of them believe in him at all? Like things like that, basically. But it would bring like those kind of messages, but it will all be in, let's just put it in Santa Claus world. And it will involve a lot of different characters, like I said, including Mrs. Claus, elves, also reindeers would have been involved, especially Rudolph would have been involved, and it will kind of, and basically the overall story will kind of like be like a mixture of, okay, it would be like a mixture of, again, this for you is going to be a strange mixture, but it would be like something like between Avatar, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, and sort of like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Okay.
but like done in a Christmas way.
So here's a question I have to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
because in everything else you do, this is a common theme. So I'm just gonna ask you: would there be any pirates in this?
No, no.
I think it needs pirates.
No. In my story, they're not pirates, although there is a ship made fully of ice and snow, which is also
Okay.
led by Jack Frost.
You know what would be really cool? I just thought about. I don't want to interrupt you. I just thought about this. Would it be cool if they did a Christmas themed Pirates of the Caribbean like special?
Ha ha ha. I mean,
I
they
would-
could, but I don't see it work.
I'm kind of torn on that. I mean, if they could figure out the right story and like have it make sense, I would be so into that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it also kind of brings back to my story, because like I'm still kind of torn apart if I would make like Santa Claus like basically one person, because in my story Saint Nicholas of Myra and Santa Claus are the same person. But in others, so that's one idea. Or the other idea I had, basically, like this Santa Claus would be like descendant of Saint Nicholas, like all the other Santa Claus before him.
Interesting. See, you saying that made me think of something else you could do too with Santa Claus. This is sort of stealing an idea, but it just made me think. There are like different like iterations of Santa Claus. Well, I don't know if you ever read the Heroes of Olympus, the Percy Jackson like sequel series.
No. I only read a few of the original books.
So the Heroes of Olympus, it deals with the Greek and Roman like camps. Because I mean, with the Greek gods, there's Greek versions and then there's Roman versions, and the concept was there was something that had them like both split between their like two identities, so they were going back and forth, like between both of their identities. So I'd almost be curious, like, to put that in your story, like, because there are different like versions of Santa Claus, like have like maybe there'd be a split and like he keeps like going back and forth between like all these versions.
Well, in my version, to kind of add to what you just said, in my version, because again, in my story, I will go like full on fantasy, which also means full on mystical. And in my version, there is a council of like the spirits of past Santa Clauses.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and in which and every one of them represent an era of Christmas. And because like one of the main themes is like what basically is Christmas today.
I like that. I like that idea.
Because that kind of idea I had, because basically of like watching people around me and kind of like seeing like what they think of Christmas or Santa Claus, in general, and that's kind of like an element that I kind of had to when it comes to like my story and everything.
Now I'm going to ask you another question, and then this question I'm going to bounce back to Paulie and I too.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about this in advance, Paulie.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So this question I'm going to bounce back to Paulie and I. So we all kind of said what we would do, the overall story and everything. So I'm going to ask you. You can start, and then because Paulie might need a few minutes to think about this, I'll go second because I have an idea in my head. So I'm going to ask.
What are we doing?
So I'm going to ask, who would you cast in your movie?
Oh man. Oh yeah. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. Well, I mean, one thing for certain, when it comes to like my story, I do know one thing I can tell you is that I do know who will be my Mrs. Claus. Basically, it would be Emma Thompson.
Yes.
Because the type of Mrs. Claus that I had in my mind for this particular story, it would involve basically the type of acting that she does.
That would be good.
Yeah. But for Santa Claus, oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because the type of Santa Claus that I had in mind, that's not something I can ask. That's not something that an actor like in his 70s or 60s can do. Oh man. At one point, actually, I had but again, I scrapped that idea. But at one point, I was kind of going to cast like Josh Brolin as Santa Claus.
But weird. It's weird. I could almost see that.
Yeah, but like, but the problem I have with him, he's too serious.
I could kind of hear the voice though.
Yeah, true.
It's weird. I never would think of him as Santa, but like he'd almost kind of fit.
Yeah, because the thing is, like in my story, Santa Claus wouldn't be like, you see him everywhere, like, jolly and happy and like going ho 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 all the time. Like, like this Santa Claus in my story, it would be conflicted. It would be more like the Santa Claus, like, has conflicts. He's struggling, not simply with like with himself, but also like, how people see Christmas in him. Like, also like, a type of Santa Claus, like, who's sort of like a spirit of a warrior, let's put it that way. But basically, no, I'm sorry, not him. I love Johnny Depp, but not for this role. No. Which is why. Go ahead.
You know who I'd cast as my evil Santa?
Who?
There are two I can think of. Actually, Johnny Depp, maybe. The only reason I say Johnny Depp is because he's like a chameleon whenever it comes to acting. Like, I don't think. I mean, when you think back of his roles, like, he never looks like himself. I think the closest I've seen him that he looks like himself is Tonto.
Okay, fair enough.
So it'd be a tie between him and John Malkovich.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Well, I should turn it, Paulie. Who would you cast as your Scrooge businesswoman?
Wendy Malick.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I know we saw her comedic side, but maybe she could have like a stern side to it.
Wendy Malick's good. I like that. For some reason, for some reason, when Paulie was describing that, I kind of pictured Anne Hathaway.
When it comes to Wendy Malick, I mean, I always kind of saw her in more like comedic roles. But honestly, in the type of character that you described, Paulie, actually, I can see her. I can actually see her doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Who was that one woman in the Anne Hathaway and that one woman in Devil and Prada? You
Oh,
what was her name?
Meryl
Devil-
Meryl Streep.
Okay, so maybe her as well.
Okay.
So either those two.
Yeah, I think that I could kind of see Wendy Malick in that role. I could kind of picture that now.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions about for myself, Polly?
I think you already asked them, but did you ask about like what type of movie?
Oh, would you do? I don't know if I asked this or not. Would you do live action, animated, stop motion?
Mine would definitely be animation.
Animation.
Yep.
Okay, now this is the only other question I can think of. Would you do? I'm trying to think if this makes sense. Would you? How would you do the music for your movie? Would you do it like as a score, or would you actually do like a compilation of like original songs?
No, as a score.
Ooh, I do have a question. Okay, so, well, you probably might know. I'll ask anyway.
Go ahead.
Which composer do you see doing the score for your movie?
Oh, I actually have a few choices. Let me just a second, because I have a few choices for the when it comes to composing. Like one of them, one of the choices I have is Howard Shore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Howard Shore. Also, what was the name? What was the name of the composer who did Gladiator?
Uh,
Yeah. Also, the other two I actually had in mind was also Hans Zimmer.
yes,
Hans Zimmer. Yep.
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer. I also had in mind. I had in mind also Klaus Barrett. Him. And what was the other, what was another one? Because there was a movie where I really love his score. What was his name? Ah, shit! I keep forgetting him. But there's actually quite a few names I had in mind for like doing this, like for doing the score, and there are even like few scores from like different projects that kind of also brings me to this other person because I also really love his score. I will also bring in Danny Elfman into the mix.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the other guy. I always kind of keep forgetting mentioning. So basically, with all these type of composers I just mentioned, that like the type of scores they did and everything in the past, that's the type of like score I would have used in my movie.
Okay.
Yeah, like again, it would still have some. The score I always can imagine to still have some Christmas elements, but also like again, it would be unusual. Let's put it that way. It would be unusual.
When you say animated, would you do like traditional animation, or would you do animation like the Polar Express?
No, I would have done it traditional.
Okay, I think that's all the questions I have.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything else, or you're like officially done?
No, I think that
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Which also in basically brings me to this final topic. Now that's also kind of like where your imagination will start to shine, and that is the story of Santa Claus. Now that's basically a topic that I personally chose, which is basically where we make where we make theories, conspiracies, and kind of like our overall idea of like who he is as an entity, where he comes from, and so on and so forth.
well,
Hey, those books over there, please.
these.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Well, one thing I know about Santa Claus for sure, having watched the Mystery Science Theater with Paulie, is he's very frisky.
He's not very frisky. It's just
He's very frisky.
No,
he
he's
was
not.
playing the piano, and they commented on it, and they said, "Ooh, Santa's better keep the kids away. He's getting frisky."
I don't.
Okay.
It was so bad but so funny. But no,
Okay.
but no. In all seriousness, I think I'm trying to think of it. It's cliche, but I'd say he's the spirit of Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me try to do this the kind of like the easiest way. Okay. So let me think. Okay, I'll try to make these questions as we go. Okay. Do you think? I'm not gonna say do you believe. I will say do you think Saint Nicholas of Myra and Santa Claus could possibly be the same person?
So Myra and Nicholas, you said?
Saint Nicholas, yeah. I know. It's a very difficult topic, but like I was like, oh, let's just give it a shot.
I would say separate. I mean, they do have similar qualities, but I would say separate.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. What about you?
I
TK?
would say separate only because I've never heard of Myra before.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like basically, yeah, I mean, like, but basically, like a lot of people call him, just simply, they will call him like either Saint Nicholas or Nicholas the Wonder Worker or Nicholas of Bari, but like his official actual title is Saint Nicholas of Myra. But you can also say, if you want, you can also say Saint Nicholas, just simply, for short. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. It's actually my book. Yeah.
Okay, so you think he's a different person? They're totally separate people.
I think it's like I think what I'm saying, he's a different person. Well, yes, he does have qualities like Saint Nicholas or similar to Saint Nicholas. I would say it depends. It's like the generation, as the generation goes on, we see different types of people giving gifts, or like some sort of like a giving they give to these people.
Okay, fair enough. Because the reason I asked this, because a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people on YouTube also talking about this, but like making like theories and conspiracies and everything. But because the reason why I asked that because like a lot of people would say that Saint Nicholas and Santa Claus are the same person. Yeah, I mean, some people. Like, okay, let me put it this way. And this is like one of the craziest ideas I've ever heard of. But like, for example, one of the ideas that one guy said was basically that when Saint Nicholas passed away, that basically he got resurrected and he got the title of Santa Claus. Let's put it that way. Kind of like again, it's a controversial subject, but I'm just repeating what I heard. Like it basically. Okay, I'm sorry if I have to put this in a joking way, but like basically he said that God gave him an upgrade, a promotion. Let's put it that way.
What if?
We're not Santa Claus, please.
What if Saint Nick was killed by Santa Claus, so Santa Claus could then be Saint? What if that? Oh, no, that doesn't work.
Thank God you stopped yourself.
Oh goodness.
No, I mean that or the other theory that some people have is that Santa Claus, it could be like Saint Nicholas, like descendant, basically. And again, those are just theories and thoughts that I heard from a lot of people like thinking about this. But personally, if someone asks me, I will be on the same boat as you two are. Like I would say that the Santa Claus and Saint Nicholas are totally, completely different people.
Yeah, because I don't want to like make it more confusing than it has to be. So, like, you might be talking about another person, and they might be thinking about that person, like a different person.
Yeah, I totally agree because but sometimes when I hear those kind of stuff, like people talking, it kind of makes you think like what if during one period he was called like that, but then later on he changed his name into Santa Claus, basically, like it's like basically humanity went onward when it comes to evolution and everything.
Yeah.
Again, we're just speculating and making thoughts and theories. Okay, now. Here's a challenging question. Okay, Santa Claus, of course, he's known to go basically all over the world in one night. So here's my question to you. Again, it's a what if. How do you think could he make that possible?
I mean, Google does have like some sort of a tracker where Santa's going around the world. So we have to keep children's beliefs up. I don't know. I know he might have some sort of like an HQ, like maybe a castle, like at Santa's workshop, the North Pole. As some might have speculated. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I think because he's magic, he stops time.
Well, time keeps going. You can't stop it.
I think he stops so he can get around. Then he restarts it once he gets around.
I don't think you could stop time. That would be impossible. God controls time.
But let's just say, okay, because here's the thing. One of my theories was also time. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, I would say, like, if he can do that, I would say I don't think he can stop time. But what I think he could do is slow it. Is slow down time. Okay. Let's just say, like, I'm just paraphrasing, but let's just say, like, a minute becomes a year. A month, a day becomes I meant let's just say a day becomes a month becomes a year becomes a millennium. Let's put it that way. Basically he has the power to slow down time. Then I think he could easily go all over the world and deliver presents. Because the thing is, because one of my friends asked me when I was talking about the slowing down time. Okay, so how this will affect us? And I'm like, well, that's the point. For us, it's just a normal night of sleep, but for him, it's like it's basically time slowed down and everything. But for us, it's basically a normal 8-hour sleep. Like basically, we don't. Basically, the theory I had was like we don't get affected by him slowing down time. So yeah, I mean, so I think like if. Again, for the sake of argument, if he goes all over the world, I don't think he stops time, but I think he might have some abilities where he can slow time down. Yeah. I mean, one of my
That's better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I know, Paulie. I know for you it's like a very odd conversation, But I felt like it would be fun, kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
having our own theories and imagination, basically, what we could think about it,
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, one of my friends, like basically, one of my friends also said, like, well, like he said, well, we think he goes all by himself around the world in one night, but in reality, he has all different, like, squads and units that go all over the world. Like basically, on one side it's him, but basically, like, let's just say in America, one unit of elves, and then, like, in Europe, he goes with a unit of elves, and then, like, basically, like, all over the place, like, he sends multiple units and squads, basically, to kind of, like, make his job a little bit easier. That's kind of like one of my friend's crazy ideas, which in a way could work, but still. Again, I'm going with slowing down time.
Yeah, that's the better one, I think.
Yeah. Now, here's another question I have. Do you think Santa Claus is one person, basically a guy who's like over hundreds of years old, or do you think it's basically it had many different generations of Santa Claus, in which basically one man takes over the mantle of the previous Santa Claus? What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
That's a good question. I'm going to say different generations.
Yeah, I would say different generations too.
Yeah, because that was also one of my thoughts. And I will tell you this. And again, you might laugh, but the first one actually who kind of gave me an idea for this was when I was watching Arthur Christmas the first time.
Yes.
Oh, that movie was really good.
Yeah, because you see like Santa. You remember, like, you have the intro where you have this little girl writing down the letter to Santa Claus, and basically you go inside the North Pole and you see all those paintings of like different Santa Claus, like Santa Claus the first one, Santa Claus like Santa Claus the first, Santa Claus the 20th, Santa Claus the 10th, Santa Claus the 16th, and so on and so forth. Like basically like different generations of Santa Claus. So that's why I thought, like, okay, so if he existed, I think, like, being part of this like different generation of Santa Claus actually in a way makes sense. A guy who basically takes over the mantle of the previous one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one. So okay. So my next question is. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one, but so my next question is. Let me try to first phrase it. Okay. What are your thoughts on the elves working in the workshop?
I think he has them.
Well, that's natural. But
I also think from time to time he probably sits on them and squishes them.
Oh God.
Because they're so small. I think he probably, he goes to sit down. Oh, I squished Jeremy again.
Oh my God. Okay, let me rephrase the question. How do you think the elves came working into his workshop?
Yes. What do you think, Paulie?
I'm letting you answer.
And I do hope you're not gonna put some. I'm not gonna say what right now live, but like I do hope you will be contained, and a contained idea.
It's funny you say contained because.
Oh boy.
I think the elves are. This is just in my head. I'm just making this up as I'm saying it. So I think Santa ate hot chocolate and ate a lot of jelly beans, and he pooped out elves.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I knew you were gonna say something crazy as that. Well, mine is more realistic because I always kind of thought that Santa Claus basically found the elves. Let's just say in the same way how Willy Wonka found the Oompa Loompas. Like he basically went in a strange land where he found the elves, and basically he recruited them to work in his workshop. Like he gave them food and drink and a place to live and everything. But they're gonna come and work in his workshop to make toys. So I think like he probably found them somewhere and recruit them. That's at least what I think.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I like my pooping idea, but
oh my god,
the pooping idea is so disturbing.
yeah. I don't think he defecate them.
Well, Santa has to go to the bathroom now. Another elf's going to be born.
Santa's not pregnant.
Paulie, please.
Wrong.
Paulie, please don't give me that image in my head.
I will say, in a lot of those mythical TV shows like The Fairly Odd Parents, it is the guy who usually gets pregnant.
Talk about Claus.
Oh my god.
Which, by the way,
okay, no, we're done. We're done. We're done.
Oh my god.
That's
please.
bad.
I know which episode you're talking about, all right? I know which one you're talking about. And please, even today, that episode was so disturbing.
But what if Santa's belly is...
No, please. No.
But what?
No.
But what? Okay, I'll be good. See, I'll be good.
I don't believe you.
I'll be good.
Okay.
Oh, man. Now, I will say this, one crazy thing. If Santa Claus actually, let's just say, again, it's a what if conversation. If Santa Claus actually existed, I think like his existence would be like one of the most top secret thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna try to make jokes, but like I can even imagine Santa Claus. Like I can even imagine Santa Claus basically because of how many decades and hundreds of years he existed. I can even imagine him basically after basically delivering all the presents and everything. I can even see him have dirt on a lot of people in power, and basically I could even see him go like, listen, just listen. Anyone who goes in a certain age, tell them I don't exist. Okay, all right? Just I'm not real. All right, because if you say something, I'm gonna throw so much dirt on you everywhere. You won't be able to see me coming.
You know who I just could picture a Santa Claus and Son movie?
Oh god, who?
I don't know if it would be a horror movie or what kind of Santa Claus movie it would be, but you know who would be perfect as Santa Claus?
Who?
James Spader.
If he plays Santa Claus, he would have been basically he would have portrayed Santa Claus as a criminal mastermind.
That would still be one of the greatest Santa Claus portrayals of all time.
I mean, okay, listen.
That would be so fun to watch.
I mean, can you seriously? Can you imagine that basically Santa Claus is the one who's pulling the strings, and he's the one basically who told all those people in power that, like, listen, I don't exist. Don't tell anyone I'm real.
That would be so awesome.
Like I don't exist. I'm not real. If you tell anyone I do exist, remember I have so much dirt on you, you won't be able to do anything.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
Because some people might think like because I even talked to, of course, jokingly, I talked that with my friends, and basically they're saying like the governments are the one who are like keeping Santa Claus in check, and Santa Claus in check, and I'm like, oh no, Santa Claus is the one who's keeping them in check. you know, oh my god, like we even made. I remember we even made a joke. Okay, this joke is gonna be a bit dark, but like we even made a joke that Santa Claus was the one who started COVID because he wanted some time off. Sorry, again, I'm sorry. I had to say it. Sorry.
That's funny.
Like he wanted some time off for himself. Yeah, again, sorry, Paulie. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. Like again, what can I say? TK manipulated me to do all this. What can I say? So my one of my last few questions I have. Okay, so the Slade. What do you think? Basically, what do you think is the source of its power that basically keeps her flying?
What do you think, Paulie?
I guess it's the magic. Maybe
Oh.
there is some like magic. I would say maybe the elves have some sort of a blueprint of that sleigh. See how big it's going to be, how many presents it's going to fit in there, like how big the back's going to be. I would say it would be made out of wood.
Mhm.
Compatible for reindeer. I would say possibly fit Santa. There's many types of sleighs out there, but I would say it would be magic. And maybe have like some sort of a pouch with magic dust for Santa to use.
Okay, fair enough. And I'm gonna regret asking this, but what do you think, TK?
I have three. I'm going to start with the nice one. I think it's either magic, like Paulie said, or based on kids or adults' belief in him.
Okay.
Alternatively, I think there's a little nozzle in the sleigh, perhaps on the seat.
Okay.
And
Here we go.
and before Santa Claus goes to the sleigh, he eats a burrito.
Oh my god.
And I think he sits on the opening and toot toot.
Basically, magical farts.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right. For me, so for me, I believe it is magic, but and that's kind of like basically where my imagination kind of went wild a little bit. I do believe it's magic, and I think it's dust. It's a magical dust, but I think it's a dust, and that's where my imagination kind of goes crazy. But it's dust, I think, that was taken from the aurora borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, the lights.
Oh,
in
yes.
the
Okay,
sky.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so my idea, well, kind of like my imagination, my idea was like that he or the elves mine the borealis, kind of like and they kind of like they turn it into dust, and that's kind of like the source of its power of like why the slate is flying.
Okay.
Again, it's like my bonkers imagination idea.
I like
That's
that one
kinda
better
like-
than mine.
Any ideas are better than yours, TK, by the way. With the exception of the nice one, okay? With the exception of the nice one.
Yeah,
okay?
that one. Yeah.
Yes.
The nice ones we can
Yes.
keep.
Yeah, but everything else, I'm sorry, everyone else is way more powerful than you. Oh man. And now my question, and now here as my last question. Here's kind of like a also difficult question, but how do you think the good and the naughty list were created?
Oh,
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
maybe this is gonna be out of hand, but psychologists maybe can like study behaviors of like how they behave when they're good and how they behave when they're bad. I don't know. Maybe Santa sent elves without being seen, just to like see. Maybe they have some sort of like invisibility dust that they could use, just that they could see, like they could see like how they behave, those kids, and they can take notes, and they can go back to Santa saying, "Hey, this is what we discovered." I don't know. That's just from my assumption.
No, it's perfectly fine. Absolutely perfectly fine. What about you, TK?
I actually kind of like Polly's.
Hmm.
Yeah, I actually kind of like Polly's. I don't know if I change anything. I think I like hers.
Okay, yeah. So for me, and again, like that's what my idea basically kind of goes with the overall folklore mostly throughout like Austria, German, Norse mythology. But I always kind of felt like that Santa Claus basically when he first started, I was kind of imagine that because back in those days the population was smaller than what it is now. So basically through magic, like he kind of I always kind of thought that he always kind of like sensed which were good, which were bad. And then basically, as the population grew, the list started getting longer. However, in some folklore, in some beliefs, Krampus also basically joined him in those journeys. In some beliefs, mostly in Austria and Germany. Krampus basically, because like one of the stories always said, the Santa Claus, when he goes in those missions, he always is followed by his darker counterpart, which in this case, which in most case, is Krampus. And basically, in some folklore, they believe that Krampus was actually the original founder of the naughty list.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
can remember that.
Yeah, I mean, again, in some folklore, they believe Krampus is the one who created the naughty list. Because again, my belief is at the beginning, because the population was smaller, it was kind of like easier in their minds to kind of like remember which one was good, which one was bad. But as the population grew, that's how for me the list was created, basically.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, because like I said, because that's kind of like also the idea that people that kind of like the mythology and folklore always had, like between not simply Saint Nicholas and Krampus, but also Santa Claus and Krampus, because like since they're like basically one is the light, one is the dark. Let's put it that way. Like basically Krampus, in some legends, he created a naughty list in an obsessive way, so he could easily hunt down naughty children. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, but basically, again, throughout my imagination and ideas, I think the list started basically with the population growing.
I like that. Yeah, I kind of like that idea.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know. I mean, no, I don't think I change anything with that. I can't think of anything I do different.
Okay, fair enough. And for a goodbye question, when you were smaller, did your parents ever told you some scary Christmas stories?
Oh, wait. Scary Christmas.
To kind of like try to make behave, to be good and everything, not to be naughty.
It's really hard to say. What about you?
I
would say maybe. I would say maybe for mine.
Me, no. Although I was terrified of Santa Claus, so I was like 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, for me, my usually my mother was the one who would tell me stories, but basically she will always kind of like tell me in a scary, like kind of like in a threatening way. She will always tell me like the story about the good and the naughty list, basically. But most of the time, she always tried to scare me, even though although she never succeeded. But she always tried to scare me with Krampus.
Krampus.
Yeah, but trust me, but she never succeeded because at the very young age I was still interested in the villains. So each and every time she would tell me stories about Krampus, I was like, go on, come on, tell me more scary, tell me more scary information about Krampus. Come on, tell me more. Because I was so intrigued with the character of Krampus, and I was like, oh my god, like this guy, like, or should I say, this goat, basically, sounds like a badass. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, like, so yeah, in general, I would say she will always try to scare me with the good and the naughty list and stories about Krampus, basically. But again, it didn't work. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to suffer you with challenging questions anymore. So we can say the time has come to end this episode. Do you have anything more to say before we finish?
I think I'm good.
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay then. Well, the time has come to end another Shadow Council episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Well, yeah, I know it's heartbreaking, TK, but sometimes every story must have an ending. So
yeah.
Even with the Shadow Council episode 39, also must have an ending. So here we are, done, guys. Rate this video, comment, like, subscribe. Give me your personal thoughts and about Christmas. What do you think was your most scariest Christmas story you ever heard of from your parents? What did you like about Christmas? Your personal Christmas traditions? Who is your favorite Christmas villain? Christmas specials? Everything about Christmas in general, just simply put it in the comment section down below. Also, if you're interested to see previous Shadow Council episodes, the link is going to be in the video description down below as well. Until
Vote
then,
on your favorite co-host.
Yes, please do. Please do. Just get it over with. Yeah, just vote for him so we can all go on peacefully. Yeah. Anyway, so as always, stay tuned for more. See you guys later. And as always, Laura Shadows signing off.
TK the Lucky Bastard out. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you early next year.
And again,
Polly out. Merry Christmas.
Yep. As those two, even with me, Happy Christmas, everyone. Or should I say, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year. See you guys next time.